Hi, Virgo. Hi, Virgo. Welcome to your tarot card reading for the month. You know, hi there, Virgo. Welcome to your tarot card reading for your season. Happy birthday to all of you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you have a blessed, beautiful birthday season. Virgo, let's get some messages for you. Virgo, any messages for Virgo? You know, I used to do these readings for the months, like monthly readings for the zodiac signs, and I've really just been feeling called to do the readings for the current energy. I mean, we can say it's for Virgo season, but let's just see what the energy is and what the messages are for you at this time. Let's open it up a little bit, be less rigid. Any messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You've got communion. And I've just done the reading for the Virgo new moon, August 23. Same card. So your season, your energy brings a profound reception. I receive and I offer myself. With this card, we see someone who is in a peaceful, quiet moment, looking up at the sky, has this moment with the eagle of understanding, a moment of understanding with the eagle. I see you, you see me, we see each other. We respect each other. It's this awareness, this profound moment of connection and understanding and respect. So a lot of you spending time in nature or deep moments of intimacy with someone where I understand. It's like you don't have to say anything. I understand. Messages for Virgo. Oh, you've got two. Wow. Pleasure and happiness. What more could you ask for? Pleasure and happiness. I see spontaneity with the dolphins. I see playfulness. The way so many marine creatures do this, but the dolphins in particular will bop around on the surface, they'll jump, they'll flip, they play. So we've caught these dolphins in a moment of happiness, of playing just for the sake of joy and expression of that joy. Pleasure it also feels good like happiness, but it's soothing. There's something comforting about it. And because we have this staircase, it makes me think there's that imagery of the staircase into that portal, if you know what I mean. It feels like there's a new adventure ahead, a new way of connecting to self or connecting to other. Experiencing pleasure opens this whole new world to you. It opens this portal, this doorway, going through the door. You're meeting some kind of archetype. Profound intimacy with love partners as well. Profound intimacy. Like mind-blowing. And it brings you so much closer. It's like I heard, damn, I didn't know you could make me feel like that. All right. Any messages for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Any messages for Virgo? the Nine of Pentacles. So you're feeling quite accomplished, proud of yourself. You're probably experiencing pleasure and happiness because you know your value, you know your worth. And that radiates from you. Looks like a good time for business, finding a place to live. If a lot of you are looking for something, or you want to live the single life or get your own place, it kind of feels like it's a good time for that. You're just seeing your value. You're more judicious about what you let in. And, you know, because this garden is so lush, it feels like an enclosed space. It feels like a safe, private sort of place that's just for you to explore and enjoy. And it's like when you have this special thing that's just for you, and it opens up, the entire world opens up to this figure in the card. Her garden is her sanctuary. She's there with the snail, with her falcon, with all of these grapes, this abundant crop that she's grown. I mean, there's a feeling of accomplishment, and like, this is my whole world right here. This is my whole world, and I'm going to protect it. Now, you've also got the Four of Cups and the Knight of Swords. So I think there's going to be someone you hear from who you don't want to talk to. I see messaging. I see things happening quickly. And I'm wondering if some of you are wanting to get away from working for someone else. You want to move more into self-employment because you want to control your schedule. You want to control your day. It kind of feels like with this Knight of Swords, someone is kind of sending you back and forth and here and there, and you're maybe at their whim. In a more general way, the energy is really going to pick up, and I do see communication increasing. But again, because you're recognizing your worth and your value, if you don't want to communicate with this person or this group, you don't have to, because you have something much better going on. I'm hearing that this is somebody who maybe tries to appeal to the old you, and they don't know how much you've evolved or grown. And I think they're in for a bit of a wake-up call, if that's the case. Some of you have been experiencing procrastination or just a general flat affect, you know, feeling less interested in what's going on, not feeling sad, but not really feeling happy. That really turns around at this time. That really turns around. Feeling more, feeling proud, seeing yourself for everything that you've accomplished and feeling proud of yourself. Let's keep going. Virgo. Is that the High Priestess? Yes, it is High Priestess. So with that Nine of Pentacles and the High Priestess, somebody really wants to be alone. They value their space. And in order to have this communion, you need to have that quiet, sacred moment, that place. Maybe this is somewhere you go that allows you to connect, a meditation space in your house, or it is the garden, wherever that is. But it's the necessity of, you know, returning to that place and making the effort to commune, which then provides happiness because it gives peace, it gives comfort, it gives reassurance, it gives you recognition. The High Priestess, you're profoundly connecting to your inner world. I just have to say, for some of you, there could be someone that you're single or you're just in a better place, and you may hear from someone from the past, someone who sees how well you're doing, and they're kind of like reflecting on like, oh, I fumbled Virgo, or I wow, I would love to be a part of that. It feels like you're going to hear from someone who fumbled you, let's say. And for some reason, seeing you thriving really inspires them. It wakes them up to their own feelings of, just recognizing how they treated you and how you deserve so much more. And you always knew that, but for some reason they didn't see it in you. And now they see it because you've moved on and you've evolved and you've continued to thrive, and they see that. And they're like, oh, I should reach out to Virgo. I should let them know. Or this is a Virgo. Some of you cross watchers, this could be a Virgo coming toward you, but I want this to be for my Virgos. Yeah, really profound connection to your inner world. Seeing all, but not having to say it. The High Priestess sees all. She knows. Your intuition is so strong. You just get this feeling, this whisper. You know what the truth is. There could be a feeling of a bit of sorrow that comes with moving up or just feeling differently about life, even though you're feeling so accomplished and proud of yourself. It feels like there's a bit of loneliness that comes with this, because I don't know if, and so you want to bring more happiness, more pleasure into your life. Make sure that you are experiencing those things and scheduling those activities and letting yourself experience those uplifting emotions, because it feels like there's still something, like you have it all, but at the same time, it's like I've got it all materially. Maybe now I want to work on my spiritual self. So the focus changes. The energy is going to shift. Your focus, your energy, your attention is going to shift direction, I feel. And maybe it is to more of that inner world. The High Priestess, right? She's in solitude. So is the Nine of Pentacles. They're both in solitude. Some people enjoy solitude. But what kind of solitude? When you can choose the solitude, that's a really good thing. But if solitude is imposed upon you, it's scary and it's very isolating. But you're going to connect to your inner world. And I think your psychic gifts will increase, will improve through this process. There's a messenger. Someone's trying to communicate with you, and I feel like animals, or the earth generally, there's some messaging from spirit that's trying to come through and talk to you. And then finally it's, oh, I have a moment to sit down and I receive, I hear, I understand. I just don't think you want anyone to disturb your peace right now. But it feels like something's trying to disturb your peace. What's this energy? The Ten of Cups. Family obligations. It's interesting. It's like people that you love and care about and who care about you are actually disturbing your peace. So there's really something powerful that you're going through right now, because even these relationships, you're like, or family. Maybe someone is trying, like your partner is like talking about having a family, but you enjoy being child-free. You enjoy, having a career and having peace and quiet, and Everything is where you put it. I think a lot of you need to get quiet too to see what your end goal really is. Like what actually fulfills you, what actually gives you a sense of satisfaction. Is it the same image that everyone else has, right? The Ten of Cups, we see this family, we see the parents, the land, the grand finale, the two kids. It's very much like the American dream in this card, but I feel like a lot of you don't want that. That's not what fulfills you. Because it's an outside expression. So how can... Give me a card of advice for how to navigate the Page of Cups. Acknowledging first and foremost that something is changing and acknowledging how you feel. Because with this card, it's like seeing something weird and you can't unsee it. It changes you. It's like, oh, I wish I didn't know that. I wish I hadn't seen that. Or, just being initiated into these new visions, these new understandings, these new feelings. But also learning how to express them. Some of you may have kids and you need more time to yourself. Just to bring yourself back to peace so that you can continue to be the leader in those other relationships. A lot of you expressing how you feel through the visual, through art. And being curious about how others have expressed this. Going to art galleries, museums, just taking it all in. You're quite impressionable right now as the Page of Cups. You're learning, you're exploring and seeing how things feel, how things fit. So trust that you do have the gift of your intuition with you. And listen to that. Listen to truly how something makes you feel. You are going to be changed by this. And I'm going back to this communion card. You will be changed by what you experience. It brings new understanding, new awareness, and also a comfort, a security that comes from knowing that your higher self is always there. There are always messengers to give and receive. A lot of you breaking away from tradition, breaking away from other people's expectations of who you should love or how you should express that or what's good and what's bad. I feel like some of you may have grown up with a religious upbringing and you're kind of experiencing a different side of life that's just different from what you've been taught. And there's no one to really tell you the next step. So you're navigating it as you go. And that's how you gain the wisdom of the High Priestess. That's how you gain the wisdom of the Nine of Pentacles. You learn as you go. You create your own vocabulary. You create your own understanding, your own teachings, your own book to follow, so to speak. Messages for Virgo. Okay, I'm hearing, that's the general energy. I'm actually hearing to clear this and move into like a general, like go into the units. Why am I hearing that word units of life? Career. Show me career for Virgo. Messages for Virgo. You've got Judgment. Okay, so something exciting is happening. It's a second chance. You're really feeling purposeful You know who you are, you know what you need, you know what you want, and you're going to loudly declare that. You're proud of everything. You know, there's a pride that comes with judgment. It's, I will express this. This is who I am, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'm proud. I'm loud and I'm proud. Here I am. In career, it's really stepping into who you're meant to be, who you are, and fully embracing it, fully embodying it. A new day has come. It's time to start something up again. The energy's coming back. If you've been experiencing slowdowns in commerce, you're going to experience things picking up. Things are getting busy. They're getting louder, a little busier. So I feel like this is kind of a busy time for you. Of course, it's your season, so you're shining, you're feeling good, and things are working out. But it's time to like fully embrace your values, embrace who you are, just be proud of that, and like go hard. Judgment goes hard, especially in career, because it's something you really care about. There's an announcement. One more card for career. You've also got death. Wow. So rebirth and death. I quit, I'm done, or I'm tired. You might need a break. It's not the first time we've seen that message in this reading, is it? You might need a little bit of a break. There's an announcement that a business is closing. Loss, like actual death, could be affecting how things are flowing at this time. It just feels like it could be a quieter period for some of you. You need a little bit of a break. But what I really feel is power. And in terms of career too, working with other people's money, like 8th house is very strong here. So other people's money, taxes, loans, inheritance, taking over someone's business, trying to honor someone and take over their vision. You know, you inherit this business from someone and really it's not your vision. So naturally, when you take it over, things will change because you are different. And it could be that you decide you don't want something and so you say no to it. Death brings endings. Death is not rebirth. People need to stop sugarcoating this card and say that it's rebirth. Judgment is rebirth. Death is death. And it's inescapable, it's unavoidable. These endings happen. Periods of drought, I heard, quiet, lack of resources. Yeah, I'm seeing announcement of someone significant passing away, and it really affects the whole structure. It might affect, again, your life path and what you understand and what you're seeking, what you need, what you want to give, what you can give. You're stepping into a new role and feeling so powerful as you move forward and kind of stomp something out. I feel like you're giving a final word on something, an announcement or a declaration. More Scorpio energy, maybe just embodying more of the Scorpio, like the scorpion, the symbol. I know that was quite like popular a few years ago. Everyone was kind of using the scorpion image. It feels like you've got your stinger up, even though you're not a Scorpio, you're a Virgo, but you act similarly. Like you have the gut. The guts are affected by what you're dealing with. And it just feels like you're embracing or you're embodying Scorpio energy. Like judgment is like the stinger goes up, and then death, you sting. So you're able to get your point across, which is, I mean, my point was made 5 minutes ago. Love for Virgo. Virgo in love. The world. Oh, this is so nice. So it feels like you're ready to move on in a way, maybe traveling. Some of you may be going online or expanding your horizons when it comes to looking for love. But for those of you in relationships, it just feels like you've learned everything that you can up to this point, like in this form. So something has to change form in order, like it's time to evolve. We've seen it all. We've mastered it all. We've conquered. And on the one hand, you know, I'm hearing the question, well, why does it always need to be moving towards something else? It's not that it just feels like you've gotten into a little bit of a rut or routine. And some of you, it's an anniversary. Some of you, it's like it's been a year since something took place. And I feel like you've learned a lot about the 4 elements in that time. You've learned about communication, thought process. You've learned about how that manifests in outward expressions. You've learned about embodiment and passion and pleasure. You've learned about the emotions that connect to it, what you need. And I'm hearing the word wellness. And then like the long-term investment, the support, the real-world manifestations of this love. I'm seeing a jewelry, actually, like a watch or a ring. It feels like an inheritance. I see a lot of 8th house activity for you right now. For those, some of you may have your sun in the 8th house, which is pretty... It's like, does the sun ever shine? You see all. You see it all. It's all clear. This is a huge month for you. Significant time for Virgo. Show me relationships, like social relationships. Look who we have again, the High Priestess and the Knight of Swords. She's on top. Let me just move those. There we go. You're tending to your peace. Someone may really need you. I don't know. Some of you are putting an end to something once and for all. Others of you, just when you decide to take things a little slower or have a bit of a break, you might find that you're kind of tested or pushed by like people really continuing to contact you, let's say, need you, and that's teaching you something about boundaries and how to maybe help someone be more self-reliant so that they're not completely dependent on you. Family. 4 of Wands. Happy life. Maybe a house move. There seems to be celebrations happening. It feels like we are on a good foundation. Something's taking place at the house. Maybe a party for your birthday. Decorations, you know, celebrations, setting things up to host and create this atmosphere of celebration. Just feels really energetic and, you know, stable and clean. When I say clean, I say that because with that 4 of Wands, I see the house and the need to clean the space or to purge it of past energies. And to bring in more of the energy of celebration. Anything else for Virgo? Any final messages? The 4 of Swords. Virgo needs a break. Virgo needs a break. For a lot of you, writing a letter can help. Writing something down, journaling, reflection time for reflection, but really prioritizing rest. It's like, don't take action right now. A lot of your cards are saying, don't take action, which is interesting. The action is happening inside, and that takes time. And then once that transformation inside is done, then you begin to see it outwardly, right? You kind of see how you're handling things differently, but it feels like the emphasis is really on your inner world right now. And so do take time to reflect. Make a list of what you saw or experienced, or write a letter to someone, write a letter to yourself, write a letter to someone you've lost. I mean, just write things out to help make sense of it. But it does feel like this is a bit of a quieter time. And I feel like Virgo is just putting a note on the door saying, sorry, had to leave early today, can't. Sorry, it's just, I'm closed today. I'm closed today. It is romantic though, and a lot of you could be looking at like going to like some historical places. Again, 8th house. 8th and 9th houses seem to be pretty powerful right now. I think I will leave that there, Virgo. I hope this reading has been helpful. You have a lot of major arcana, so this is a pretty significant time period for you. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can just get in touch via email. So I'll leave my email address in the description box. Shoot me a message, just tell me the type of reading you're looking for, and I can usually do that within 2 weeks. So yeah, get in touch. And Virgo, I will talk to you soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful birthday.